Hello everyone, welcome to the first episode of the Unqualified Pundits. My name's Jack Lovell.
I'm Charlie Webb.
And today we're going to be talking about all things Premier League, so the Champions League top four, the 5th and 6th position Arsenal, Manchester United and 7th place West Ham, and then we'll also dive into the relegation and why those three teams ultimately went down to the Championship. So firstly, let's get kick-started with the Champions League teams. Yep. In 4th place, Tottenham Hotspur.
Yeah,
We're just going to be talking about basically each team, who their best player was, who their worst player of the season was, and what they could do to improve for next season.
Yep, sounds cool.
So, Tottenham's best player, who are you saying?
Their best player this season, I'd have to go with Son. I think he's just been absolutely phenomenal this season.
No-brainer, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
Absolutely unreal. Yeah, I'll have to agree. Him and Son, 30 goals and assists in the Premier League alone, no penalties.
I think that's quite, unbelievable, the fact that he scored that many and assisted that many without any penalties.
Mm-hmm. And playing in, he's not
a
an
bang
average
striker. Spurs team.
Bang average Spurs team as well, yeah. So it's an unbelievable achievement from Son.
Yeah.
I'm impressed. But he's always had it in his locker, but not to that level.
He's just fully unlocked his potential.
Yeah, no, it's class from him. What about worst player of the season for Spurs?
Worst player. I'd have to go with Eric Dyer.
Eric Dyer?
Eric Dyer.
He's getting England call-up shouts.
I still think he's been pretty poor.
Any reasoning behind that? Because I completely disagree with that.
Every game that I've watched of him this season, he's been absolutely woeful. Just giving away the ball in cheap positions. Absolutely horrendous player.
Right, well, we'll add that to the unpopular opinions on our Twitter page. Catch that every Tuesday. But for me, Emerson Royal, completely. I mean, he's 25 million, signed from Barcelona, Brazilian. Straight away, he knows that's hype, isn't it? It's a Brazilian Barcelona right-wing back, fairly young, comes into the squad. Absolutely shocking. Horrendous, can't cross a road. So I think, for me, I can't really say anyone else as well.
No, yeah.
He's been horrendous.
You could argue Matt Doherty for a shout, but he's not been playing.
He improved a lot though.
Yeah.
Between February and when he got injured, I think he improved, but
no,
Dyer's a complete poor shout in my opinion.
Really?
Yeah, okay. That is poor. That is shocking.
All right, let's move on to 3rd place then. Chelsea. Best player.
For me, I would have said Reece James wasn't for injuries.
Yeah.
Great season for me. He was scoring and assisting week in, week out. Basically became like an attacker for them.
Quickly off topic, who's better, Reece James or Trent?
What, for England or in general?
In general, who do you think will be the better? Well, actually, no, yeah.
Who should start for England World Cup?
Who should start for England?
For me, it is Reece James.
Yeah.
Because his defensive ability is much better than Trent's, and he's still good going forward. Really
yeah.
good.
So the only reason I think Trent is a better overall player, but I think Reece James suits Southgate more. Whether or not Southgate will be England manager for the World Cup, who knows? But at the moment, I think Reece James would be the better option.
Yeah, no,
just because of
agree.
his balance of attack and defence.
100%. And I guess you want me to say my worst Chelsea player. Now this is a really difficult one because Lukaku again, 15 goals in all comps, not terrible.
That's not a bad season.
But then obviously 100 million, 197.5 million. So you expect more. I'm probably going to go with Sal Niguez. I thought.
Yep. I'm gonna have to agree with you on that one.
Like the hype, Atletico Madrid, centre midfielder, proven in Champions League, proven in La Liga.
He just flopped.
Yeah, couldn't even get in the team ahead of Loftus-Cheek, and I thought he was quite poor.
Yeah, although I'd say I'd have to disagree with you on favourite player of the season.
Who are you going with?
Thiago Silva. I think he massively improved their defence this season compared to last, where they lost to West Brom. What was it?
Well, he was in their squad last season.
Oh, was he playing?
That West Brom game was actually the first game he captained the team.
Yeah, but he went off injured
in a 3-3 draw, and he actually made the mistake
to
lead to Callum Robertson's goal. So
I think he's improved though this season under Tuchel.
Mentally, he's 37 or 38.
Yeah, he's
absolutely
so old
unreal
for a footballer.
It's like Pepe, isn't it? The one.
Yeah.
Outrageous how they can at the top level, very top level, and they're still smashing it like that. So moving on then to 2nd place, Liverpool, unreal title race.
Yes,
by the way.
It was fantastic to watch.
Down
as
to the wire.
a neutral between the top two, it was brilliant to watch.
Unreal.
Favourite player this season? Well, maybe not favourite. Who do you think?
Well, I think Salah's the easiest one to say, but then based on consistency, I'm going to go with Thiago Alcantara.
Oh, really?
I think he's just never let him down.
That shocked me, you know. That shocked me, yeah. I thought you would have gone with one of the more, like, you know, expected answers, like a Mane or a Salah.
Well, I would have said Salah. I think based on stats, you say Salah. You know, he had a great season. Top goal scorer, top assister, everything like that. But, you know, from about January onwards, since he came back from the African Cup of Nations, I just thought he didn't really live up to that same level. Jota the same. He had a very good start to the season. And we got to about February and he dropped off a bit. Mane had a standard Mane season for me. Firmino didn't do too much. Luis Diaz was great when he came.
Yeah, I was that's who my player of the season was going to be.
Luis Diaz?
Luis Diaz, yeah. Only because of what he's achieved since he joined in January.
Player of the season, though. Whole season.
Yeah.
He only joined in January.
Yeah. I know it's a bold shout, but I believe...
It's extremely bold shout.
I believe he was their player of the season.
I mean, everyone's entitled to an opinion, but I completely disagree with that.
Because if you think about it, before he came to Liverpool, Mane was on the left, and it was Firmino or Jota in the middle.
Yep.
Since Diaz has came in, it's been Diaz on the left, and either Mane or Salah.
Well, they rotate between all of them, really, don't they?
But I think Mane has thrived since Diaz has came to Liverpool by playing in the centre. Because, look, for example, Diaz was on the left against, I think it was City in the FA Cup semi-final.
Yep.
Where Mane scored twice. Yeah, one of them was a keeper mistake, but the second one...
What, the second Mane goal?
Yeah, the second Mane goal.
Was that where Thiago chipped it up and Mane volleyed it?
And Mane volleyed it, yeah. That was thanks to Diaz being on the pitch.
Did he make some good moves on the left?
Yeah, he bossed that game.
I mean, he was great, but player of the season for me, that's mental shout. But what about Liverpool's worst player of the season?
Worst player this season?
It's a difficult one because they had a great season.
Yeah, they've had a great season. It'd be hard to single out one player, but I'd probably have to go with...
Well, who didn't live up to the expectations then of their, who they are? Because it is a difficult question.
Probably Naby Keita.
Yeah.
Not to single him out, because that's quite harsh picking one player when they've had a fantastic season. But
I mean, he has scored some big goals this season. He scored against United, he scored against Atletico Madrid.
But then look at the scorelines of those games. For the United one example.
5-0. But then Atletico Madrid 3-2.
Yeah, but...
In Madrid.
Just because I picked him as my worst player of the season doesn't mean that he's had a poor season. He's just had not the best of...
Well, he's never lived up to the 60 million euros.
Yeah, exactly.
I 100% agree with that. Well, I've actually gone with a sentiment. This could be an unpopular opinion here.
Oh, God. Go on.
I've gone with Jordan Henderson.
Really?
I think he's bang average. I don't think he gets an England team for a start. And he's meant to be captain of the team.
He doesn't get any England team, but I think he's vital for Liverpool.
Really?
Yeah. Think about it, yeah? Van Dijk or Matip get injured, yeah?
Okay.
Fabinho goes centre-back.
And they've got centre-back options now. Canate.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Beforehand, though, yeah? Let's say they're all injured. Yeah?
Okay.
Fabinho will go centre-back, and Henderson holds that pivotal, opening up the play, stopping the breaks.
But they've got other midfield options, though.
I just think that's a pretty outrageous shout, to be honest.
Thiago, they got Milner.
Yeah, but how many of them can play CDM?
Thiago.
As well as Henderson?
I don't know, man. I personally think Henderson's just massive. I reckon if Henderson hadn't been at the club for so long, he isn't the captain, he hasn't been through the whole rebuild of Klopp.
Yeah.
I genuinely think he'd be binned off by now, personally.
That's outrageous.
The fact that he doesn't get an England team ahead of people like Calvin Phillips just shows how bang average he really is.
Yeah, but that's Southgate bringing in the youth.
Nah, Calvin Phillips 26.
Younger than Henderson.
Yeah, but...
On average, I'd say that's still quite young for a footballer. That's just going into their prime, 26.
Well, we'll have to disagree on that
Yeah,
one.
agree to disagree on that one.
Agree to disagree.
Now,
right.
finally, City. What a season they had, by the way.
4th title out of 5 years, by the way.
That's insane.
Unreal. I mean, I can't remember the last season they didn't win a trophy. I think it was the season Leicester won the league. It was last season they didn't win a trophy.
2016?
Yeah, 15-16.
Yeah, that's mad.
Unreal, that. Another, flawless season. Like you saying earlier, 99 goals.
Yeah, 99 goals, which is insane.
With no
for one
striker.
Season, yeah.
Outrageous.
Well, yeah.
And the obvious player of the season, I think we can both agree on this.
Kevin De Bruyne.
Kevin De Bruyne. Unreal. That guy is unreal. What, 15 Premier League goals a season for a central midfielder?
That is
who didn't
Outrageous.
really start banging them in until about December, January
No,
again,
yeah.
like turn of the year.
It was like Gundogan last season. He came to light in around December.
He didn't have a great season, did he? Good one.
Nah, not this
Won them
season.
the league.
He won them the league, yeah, but you can't judge one game off the whole season.
Yeah, he's a bit bang average. But then,
Right.
what about worst player then?
Yeah, I was just about to ask you that. Again, it's hard to pick a worst player for Man City considering the season they had. But I'd probably have to go with Kyle Walker.
It's a shout, but then, I mean,
Kyle Walker or Zinchenko.
Zinchenko.
I mean, we could say the obvious Mendy, but, bit dodgy.
Mendy only played, 2 games?
Yeah, and then
was put away.
Yeah.
Zach Steffen.
For the right reason, though. That's a shout. Zach Steffen.
Hasn't had the greatest season when he's
not.
played.
No, yeah. I might have to go with Zach Steffen.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Zach Steffen. It's a fair point.
He cost City the FA Cup.
Yeah. He's always looked quite dodgy with his hands anyway.
Yeah,
He's a leg keeper.
He's not even, is he America's number one?
He's America's number 1. No, Matt Turner's their number 1. So he's their number 2 for his own country, who aren't even particularly amazing anyway.
Oh, yeah.
But for me, worst player in City's team, I think based on price tag, Grealish, but then I do think he is great.
Yeah.
I might have to go Gabriel Jesus.
Really?
I mean,
That's shocking, mate.
we take away the 4 goals he scored in one game against Watford. He's got, 6 Premier League goals a season? Or not even that, 5?
But think about it. He
In
can
it.
play across the whole of the front line.
Brilliant.
Not just...
And still got less than 10 goals in a free-scoring Manchester City team who have, so much
yeah, but
creativity.
he's not known for his scoring.
He's a striker. They should be known for
Yeah,
scoring.
he's a striker. But look at Kane, for example. Yeah, he's banging in goals, but he's dropping deeper as well.
Well, yeah, but that's that he's getting the goals and dropping deeper, so that means he's doing 2 jobs at once, which is why he's world class. This is why Jesus, in my opinion, isn't good enough, and that's why I actually think that if Arsenal can get a different striker, I would genuinely go for someone else. He's never got more than 15 goals in the Prem season, by the way, Gabriel Jesus.
Yet.
Yeah.
Yet.
Unless he joins Arsenal.
Unless he joins Arsenal. But I think that's an outrageous shout. You've had 2 back-to-back horrendous shouts there, mate.
Well, we'll stick those on the unpopular opinions, like I
Okay,
said,
okay.
on every Tuesday, lads.
Right, now, the second segment, we'll be talking about Europa League and Conference League teams. So, we'll start with Arsenal.
Ooh. It's a very, very sore subject, that.
Yeah.
It is a sore subject, but well, I think the season was. I think overall, we did
Overall,
overachieve.
we overachieved massively.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was, Gary Neville and Jamie Carragher didn't predict us to get top 6, was it?
I think pretty much everyone, even
Yeah.
myself included, didn't
Yeah,
think
yeah.
we were getting in the top 6.
I was optimistic, to say the least. I didn't think we'd get so close to top 4. I thought we'd have a chance, but I didn't actually think it would happen.
I didn't think we'd get near it, and I think what the big change in the squad was the new signings for me: Martin Odegaard, Tomiyasu, Ramsdale, Lokonga, Nuno Tavares, probably not, but those 3, the first 3 I said, massive
Yeah.
changes to the team.
Who would you say your player of the season is then for Arsenal?
Bukayo Saka,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I was torn between Saka and Odegaard, but
Saka.
I think I'm going to have to go with Saka based on what he's done for us this season.
18 goals and assists in the Premier League for a
A
20-year-old,
teenager.
well, 19
19,
20-year-old
20, yeah.
winger in a poor Arsenal squad, which isn't the most creative Arsenal squad of all time. What about the worst player this season? There's a few.
Yep, there is a few. I'm torn between 3.
Go on.
Lokonga,
Harsh.
Tavares,
Very, very fair.
and Lacazette.
Harsh.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. His scoring numbers this season were absolutely horrendous, but still 11 goals and assists in the Premier League.
He's a striker, though. Again, he's a striker.
Mhm.
If you're going back to your point about Jesus, yeah, and you said he's City's worst player of the season, why aren't you making the same point for Lacazette?
Because we have a lot more worse squad players.
Yeah,
and Lacazette isn't 25, meant to be coming into his prime and linked with a 50 million move away. He's a 31-year-old who's gone on a free to his old club, who have finished 10th in the League 1, and players from their squad are going to Newcastle, who can't even break into the top 10 of the Premier League. This is why I think Jesus isn't good enough. And based on both their Premier League numbers overall, they both played over 150 games in the Prem. They both have in the 50s on goals and both in the 20s on assists.
Yeah, exactly. They're
Similar
both
players.
poor.
So why are we bringing in Jesus for 50 million?
Ask Arteta, mate.
That's the point I'm
maybe
making.
not Arteta. Who is it? Edu?
Edu, yeah. No,
I-
this is the point I'm making when I tweeted it out a few weeks ago. I said, why are we bringing in a player who has got identical stats to our finished striker?
Yeah.
This is you get my point now.
Yeah, I understand where you're coming from. I just think
I want Tammy Abraham.
to be outperformed. That would be the
Aussie
dream.
man.
That would be the dream. Yeah. But to be outperformed by Eddie Nketiah, yeah, that's quite embarrassing in my opinion.
Well, I've never been Eddie Nketiah's biggest fan. That's a
neither.
fact.
But to be outperformed.
But at the end of the day,
Eddie
Eddie Nketiah, he got given his chance, he took his chance, and maybe now that he's had his chance, he can actually continue this in next season.
Yeah.
I'm going to give him a chance.
No, I'll give him a chance, but I don't think he should be starting.
No, not as our main man.
No,
I think Europa League will be good for him because he's going to be
Yeah.
playing pretty much every Thursday in the FA Cup / Carabao Cup, the odd Prem game. I think Nketiah could be quite crucial for us next season.
I don't know about that.
So who's your actual worst player you choosing, like fully then?
Lacazette.
Well, I've actually gone with, well, you could probably guess. Nuno Tavares.
Yeah.
Horrendous.
He
Genuinely
is-
the worst left back in the Premier League at the moment.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
I just cannot believe how poor quality is. And I love Arteta. I'm Arteta in.
Yeah, I'm Arteta in.
But he said he's bringing in players that are his signings, that he wants. He's obviously seen quality in him.
Yep.
What quality have we seen from Nuno Tavares this season, except from against Wimbledon, which are a League One team? He couldn't even beat Cheltenham. So I genuinely think he needs to go out on loan next season.
Yeah, I think going out on loan, we were talking about this the other week. I think a loan deal to the Championship to rough him up a bit would be
100%.
ideal.
Burnley.
But yeah, he's been linked with Burnley, hasn't
Linked
he?
with Burnley.
Yeah.
I think that'll do him the world of good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we agree a lot on Arsenal. The odd disagreement, but
Yeah.
well, next up though,
Man United, where do we start with them?
fallen soldier, fallen giant,
Yeah.
sleeping giant.
Yeah,
maybe for
sleeping.
now. I
You know
think
what? Let's start with overall season review for United.
horrendous,
Yeah.
shocking. 0 goal difference. Conceded more than Burnley, by the way, who got relegated.
Yeah. For one of the most well-known teams in the world to finish the season with a 0 goal
Most
difference.
expensive squad in the history of the sport.
Yep. And to finish, what was it, 6th?
Yeah, should have been 7th.
Should have been 7th.
Very lucky at the end.
It's unacceptable, really.
Oh, I mean, if we want to start talking about who was their worst player, I mean, can we get the whole starting 11 minus De Gea and Ronaldo?
Yeah.
Like, genuinely horrendous. And I'm not even bantering them because like United.
If you were to single out one person, though, who would you pick?
I mean, the easy option is to go with someone like Harry Maguire,
Yeah.
who's had an absolutely
Howler.
atrocious
He's been
season.
stink.
But then I also think Wan-Bissaka's absolutely dreadful. I think Luke Shaw's shocking.
Luke
I think
Shaw, yeah.
McTominay's one of the worst centre mids in the Premier League. That's not even a joke. I think he's actually terrible. I think Nuno Tavares could do a better job in centre mid.
Behave.
And then obviously attacking wise, I think Sancho's a great player. Love Sancho. He's shown signs of quality.
He turned out to be a good signing in the end.
He's underperformed. No, I wouldn't say good. I'd say he's got better.
Yeah. He improved from what he did at the start of the season.
Oh, massively. Yeah.
I think Varane underwhelmed me.
Yeah, underwhelming for the season.
Who else did they sign?
Ronaldo.
Ronaldo. Yeah.
24 goals all comps
In
the
that
worst
United
team
team
in history.
Yeah.
Unreal. Rashford was shocking.
Yep. But he's been shocking for ages now.
I think that's finally coming out to like the top where everyone's realising.
I don't want to say this, but I think he needs a move away from England.
Roma?
Or just no.
Link up with Smalling, Tammy, and get the England boys all over there.
Maybe Spain.
He does need to go.
I can see him in Atletico Madrid colours.
I just think Rashford kind of reminds me of like Nicolas Pepe. I think they are both good players and they have quality, but I just don't think the Prem's the right league.
No, it's not.
Maybe the French league, Rashford.
The only team I see affording him is PSG.
Nah, I reckon he could get in Monaco's team.
Really?
Yeah, Monaco got some money on them. But so overall, who are you actually going to go worst player then for Man United?
You know what? I'm probably going to go with Bruno.
I mean, he has had a stinker, but then can we just say most assists in the Champions League this season?
Yeah, but did they win anything?
Still, as a squad, they didn't win anything, but Bruno was still got most assists in the Champions League. He also got in the top 5 most chances created in the Premier League.
I still think, out of all of them, he had one of the worst seasons.
He did have a bad season, but I don't know about worst.
Well,
Harry Maguire.
Yeah, he had a poor season.
Maguire.
He's been poor for ages now.
This is taking it to a new level.
Yeah, it is, but
like,
Bruno.
This guy.
How can Bruno go from, almost winning them the league when he first joined
mental.
to where they are now.
Yeah.
I
agree.
He has devolved to Man United.
He's underperformed, but the worst out of that bunch of absolute crap.
I'm telling you now, my nan, she's 72 and has back problems. She could do a better job than Bruno.
Really?
In midfield.
You reckon your gran could get top assister in the Champions League?
Yes.
Top five most chances created in the Premier League?
With that team at her disposal, she would do wonders in that midfield.
I think you're being very harsh on Bruno. Very harsh. But we move, innit? That is what it is. Right. Opinions are opinions.
Yep. West Ham in the Europa Conference League.
Just what they need, I think.
Yeah. I think they were unlucky not to win the Europa League.
Yep.
I think they deserve to be at least in the final.
Yep.
After the run they had. I think it was an overall good season for them.
Mm-hmm. They dealt with the small squad depth to get to a semi-final of a European competition. Finish in the top 7, probably should have got 6th.
Yeah.
Beaten the likes of Chelsea, Liverpool, Man City in the Carabao Cup, United,
Liverpool
Tottenham
in the league.
Yeah, Liverpool, yeah. I mean, they've done well this season. Squad depth's an issue. They need to keep hold of people like Bowen.
Yeah, yes.
Ben Rama.
If they lose their key players like Bowen, Declan Rice, I can see that they'll struggle to finish in the top half next season.
They'll be like a Palace.
Yeah.
11th, 12th, they'll just be there. But player of the season for you then?
I'm torn between Declan Rice and Bowen, but I think because of the impact he's had, I'm gonna have to go with Bowen.
Yeah, I'm real. Bowen as well, I agree.
Yeah.
We might agree on the worst player as well, I don't know.
Yeah. Kurt Zouma?
You're going Kurt Zouma?
Yeah.
See, I think out of football, yes, because he kicked cats.
Yeah, yes
he did. Solid centre-back.
Yeah, but I still think...
That is outside of football.
It's still, affects football though, doesn't it?
But Alonso ran someone over and killed them. We're not going to put him as the worst Chelsea player, are we?
No, that's because he had a good season. I don't think Kurt Zouma's had, a particularly good season.
I don't know about that. There's a reason why he starts pretty much week in, week out. Scored as well in the Europa League semi-final.
Just because he scored, doesn't mean he had a good game.
And you got to remember the abuse on top.
Harry Maguire scored this season.
Not in the European semi-final.
Because they didn't get there.
No chance. But well, for me, it's got to be Yarmolenko. Now,
really,
obviously, my thoughts go out to his family.
Yeah.
It's a very troublesome time in Ukraine at the moment, but he is crap. That's a stone cold fact.
Yeah.
He is rubbish. He is absolutely dreadful. This is a fall from grace I'm talking about here with Yarmolenko.
I mean,
Dortmund.
He scored the goal to get Wales to the.
He did. He
World
scored
Cup.
the goal to send Wales to the World Cup, so I thank him for that. Great header. Cheers, Andre.
Yeah.
But look, he was at Dortmund. He was knocking on the door around some big clubs like that. I think there was another club he was at. I can't remember which one. Shakhtar Donetsk maybe. He was costing 20 million. Went to Dortmund for about 25 million. Scored in the Champions League against Spurs, and then of course went to West Ham for big money again. And he just hasn't really done anything. And then this season caps it off for me. Shocker. Just shocker. I think he's a washed player now.
I think his time's up, to be honest.
He is up. He belongs. Alright then, so I suppose that's a wrap on everything. Make sure you check out our Twitter. Every Tuesday we'll be posting bad football opinions.
Twitter handles, all socials will be at the bottom of the screen.
I've been Jack Lovell.
I've been Charlie Webb.
Make sure you follow our personal social medias at AFChatVids on TikTok.
At Charlie Webb 235.
And thank you guys for watching.
Thank you.